Have the hosting now. All right. Hello, we spark. How are my friends today? Good to see you. Welcome to Vitalize Harmonize, the series on sound, movement, and energy healing techniques for self-healing. We're going to put together a program over this series of classes that give you tools to be able to, create your own self-healing strategy. That's what the last class will be about. We're going to be here for the whole year, once a month, bringing some real exciting techniques to you that will help you, learn to do a lot of your own self-healing work around emotional healing and flexibility in your body and calming your mind and just deepening your practice, of taking care of yourself. My motto is the best self-care is the best health care. So let's go ahead and embrace today's teaching in a way where we're working as a community here, creating an energy field that we love to do on Zoom. And so if you want to come on screen for a moment so I can see you, that would be nice. Just pop in and wave and say hello. Again, it's up to you. How you want to respect your privacy is totally fine. We're very, very happy to say that we respect privacy a lot here. It's a big thing here. So what are we doing today? Vitalize Harmonize is a series, as I mentioned, that kind of piggyback off the previous session. Today we're going to be working with the energy of the organs and the related emotions, using sound healing techniques to clear and harmonize the organs and the emotion that's associated with them. Now, those of you who are at least a little bit familiar with the five-element theory of Chinese medicine, which is where acupuncture and qigong and, those noble sciences are based in this structure of the five-element theory. All of my work is through that lens. And when we work with the elements, we're working with a number of energetic associations. So, for example, if we take, which is now the winter season, the predominant element of winter is water. So water, of course, has the energy of flow, ease, and grace associated with it. When that emotion of water and the kidneys, which is the organ associated with water, when we have emotional chi associated with it, when it's challenging, it's the energy of fear. It relates to the past, something that might be making us afraid, subconsciously or even consciously, or maybe we're not even aware of it. When it's in harmony and tonified, when the organ is tonified, we have courage, we have flow and ease and grace in our relationships, dynamics, and circumstances and events in our lives. So that's just an example. The color is blue. The color of the water element is blue. And, there's a sound associated with the organ, which is a vowel sound. And the vowel sound allows us to release energy that might be trapped there or energy that we'd like to clear. And that is the vowel sound O. And it is in the key of D, on the note of D. So we have all of these wonderful energetic associations with this element of water. That's just one example. Of course, we have five elements. Each of the major organs of the body are associated with them. If you remember our classes previously, we talked about how the elements are this beautiful system connected to all the organs, etc. So today what we're going to do is we're going to explore the emotional chi of each of the five major, what we call yin organs. So the yin organs, or the receiving organs, are the ones that actually process some of the emotion that we're experiencing on a daily basis. Like the lungs, for example, are the metal element, yin organ. The stomach is the earth element, yin organ. The liver is the wood element, yin organ. The kidneys are the water, yin. And the heart is the fire, yin. So they're the sort of, if you like, in the yin and yang tradition, it's like, for example, the masculine or feminine, or the giving and receiving. So the earth and the sky. These are all sort of connected. When we talked last time about energy healing, we were discussing these dynamics that help us define the qualities of the organs and thereby help us to understand the emotional intelligence that's associated with them. Now, one of the things that I'm really interested in my work is processing emotions and allowing the nervous system of the body to be responsive to stress and trauma rather than reactive. So we're working with this idea of responsiveness through the central nervous system and a very important this vagus nerve that runs the length of the body and connects to all of the organs. So when we do these tonification or clearing, strengthening exercises for the organs, we're stimulating or tonifying this very important nerve. And consequently, it allows our nervous system to come into harmony and balance so that instead of being in sort of fight or flight reactivity, where your heartbeat goes fast and your breathing gets shallow and the muscles get tense, and we have this panic reaction, we have the ability to slow down our heartbeat, deepen our breath, relax our muscles, and be able to respond to the stress rather than to react to it. So all the techniques that I'm giving you will give you the sort of energetic idea that you can work with. So when challenging emotions arise, that you have some tools and some techniques where you can prevent yourself from being, caught in a sort of a cycle of reactivity that causes a lot of other aspects in our biophysiology that are detrimental to our health. So the emotions are the key in my work of healing. I like to say healing is a feeling, right? So when we clear the emotional chi and clear the energy field that is surrounding the body of potential distortions that are there from challenging emotions, then we're much more resilient in our health. So that's the premise of this idea of using the elements in the organs. Now later I'm going to do just a little depiction of that. I have a chart that I'm going to send to Michelle that you can access and keep in your archive, which will show you a visual depiction of that. So, but what I'd like to do first is just kind of have us do a little bit of Qigong movement and flow movement to kind of get the energy moving in the body. So I'm going to put myself on the spotlight here, if I can do that. Michelle, I wonder if I have the hosting where I can actually frame myself here on the spotlight. Is that possible to do? I'm the host. Okay, there we go. Thank you. There we go. Okay, great. All right, everyone. So remember that I will be on this spotlight here so you can observe what we're doing. If you want to come on screen, you can, or not, that's fine. And so let's go ahead and get started. So what I like to first do is just kind of feel yourself grounding your body on the earth with your feet on the earth. So you're moving back and forth. We call this willow in the wind. Just getting grounded, getting stable. Relax your body, take a nice breath, and just let yourself sort of feel like you're here. Invite yourself here into your presence of being here. And now I like to start with rubbing the fingernails together, which creates a sense of circulation to the extremities. And we like circulation in many ways. It's one of the key functioning aspects of our health. Moving chi, blood, energy, and circulation. One of the fundamental precepts of Qigong. Now smack the hands together, rub the hands. Feel the heat and warmth that's being generated here. In the palms of your hands, we have these energy centers called Lao Gong chakras. And they are activated whenever you get Reiki or hands-on healing. And this can be very powerful also in sending and receiving energy in the body. Okay, now begin shaking. This is a mentastics practice that shakes muscle groups progressively. So first, it's just the fingers in the hands, as if you're throwing water off your fingers. Then we're going to shake up to the elbows. And again, the shaking business is really good for getting energy moving very quickly. Shake up to your shoulders. And now get your shoulders in it. So your elbows, arms, shoulders, now your belly and chest. And now hopping, like you're jumping rope. Raise your hands up high and shake them. Okay, very good. Now, if you put your hands close, you may feel this ball of energy. This is what we were practicing last month in the energy healing class. Feeling the chi, the ball of chi here between your hands. If you can't feel it, it's okay, but just know that it exists. It's there. Now hands over the lower dantian. So if you're identifying as female, it would be left hand over the right, right below the navel. The lower dantian is, again, the most concentrated energy center in the body. It's the seat of our emotions and sexuality and your passion, your expression. So this is a extremely powerful area where we begin our Qigong practice and where we bring energy back in and sort of close the gate. So you can look at it as the second chakra. You can look at it as the lower dantian, or the hara center, has a few different names. Very powerful concentrated energy center of our feelings and our emotions. Sometimes we call this area here the sea of chi, where the concentration of chi in the body is centered. Now close your eyes for a moment and just check in. Take a breath by pushing the belly out on the inhale. And exhale, pull the belly back into the spine. Now we learned this technique in the energy healing class as well. Great mindfulness breathing technique, which also begins to stimulate this important vagus nerve. Try that again. Breathe in, push the belly out, and exhale, pull back to your spine. Now just take a moment to feel where you are right now. What's happening with you in your feelings, your events, circumstances, and relationships? What's happening in your life? Remember to just welcome your emotions here as clouds in the sky. They change, they shift, they're always moving, and they're there to teach us quite a bit. So we don't want to in any way judge our emotions, label them as bad. We can certainly recognize them as challenging, and we can create intentions to clear them if they're causing us disruption in our life. But anything that's happening to you is happening for a reason, to teach us something. So just welcome all emotions here. So let them be present. How are you feeling? Just feel that for a moment. And then breathe in, push the belly out. Exhale, pull the belly back to your spine. And so now take a moment to imagine yourself, visualize in the energetic healing way, how you would like to feel at the end of class, at the end of session. How do you see yourself? What is your desired state of consciousness at the end of the class? And just picture yourself there, whatever that is for you. What would you like to be experiencing? Imagine yourself being there right now in that experience. And take a deep breath into that experience. Again, push the belly out. Exhale, pull back to your spine. In a sense, we're creating an intention here for yourself in this class. And just let that be something that feels good for you. See yourself there. All right, now open your eyes and hands over your heart and your intention and affirmation for class. I love, accept, and appreciate all aspects of myself unconditionally. I love, accept, and appreciate all aspects of myself unconditionally. All right, so have your first sip of water here. And we're going to go ahead and start with arm swings. So I love doing arm swings to warm up. It's a great way to get energy moving. This is a water element Qigong exercise because we're reaching around the back and tapping the kidney. If you can do it, just tap your kidney. If you can't reach it, it's okay. The idea is to kind of get the energy moving, synchronizing the brain, breathing in for 2, out for 2. Just getting some nice rhythm going in the body and energy moving back and forth. Now we're going to reach up and tap the chest and get the lungs activated here a little bit. Get the lungs activated. Reaching up and creating a little bit of activity in the lung gives us the mental element of discernment and clarity between the mind and the emotions, and get the energy moving where we can breathe deeply and cleanly here in the lungs. So mental element is about that kind of discernment and clarity. We like to start a lot of Qigong routines in the lungs and get that pulmonary aspect going, breathing and circulation. I'll reach up and tap the shoulder now. In this area between the neck and the shoulder, there's a nice activation point here for the vagus nerve to be awakened. Anything in the neck and head and shoulders, when we do these types of isometric exercises, we're beginning to awaken the vagus nerve and the responsiveness of the nervous system. Okay, now drop down and go a little faster. Have a little fun, do a little movement here, get your body sort of flowing here. All right, and shake it out. Good, and have another sip of water. Now we're going to lean forward and tap the kidneys. Tapping, again, is really good to activate energy in an organ, getting it moving, getting energy flowing. Kidneys are really, really important for our fight or flight responsiveness. And now the Sea of Qi tapping here, the Qua, right between your hips and where they join the legs. We call this area the Qua, or Sea of Qi. We talked about how this is such a powerful place of emotional centeredness and digestion of our food and emotions. And now tapping your thymus at your sternum, enhancing the immune system responsiveness of the body by tapping here. Tapping is a wonderful way to get your body to awaken, get energy moving. I do a lot of tapping. We're going to do a class on emotional freedom technique tapping coming up here, where we're going to tap certain points of the body to release emotion. Very powerful. Okay, now raise your hands up to the sky and feel the energy coming through your palms as if you're breathing through your palms. You may feel tingling in the body, which is indicating that energy is moving through your body. Breathe through your palms, exhale through your feet. Connect to the sky, breathing in white, clear energy through the palms. Exhale red, warm energy into the earth. Breathing from the sky, sending energy to the earth. Now open your eyes. We're going to lift from the dantian up, breathe in, and then exhale down to your thighs. Keep your back straight. Breathe in up, exhale down to your knees. Big circles. Breathe in up, exhale down to the shins. And breathe in up, exhale down to the earth. Gather up from the earth. Sprinkle around you and shake it out. Okay, now we're going to do some shoulder and neck loosening. So left shoulder up and back, left shoulder up and back, right shoulder, same way. We hold a lot of tension in the shoulders that we're unconscious of sometimes. Both shoulders up and back. Now the shoulder up in front. Forward, the left shoulder, and right shoulder, up and forward, and now both shoulders. Now pull the shoulders up to your ears and tense the muscles. Oh, breathe in, let it go. Once again, up, tense the muscles, and let go. All right, now we're going to lift our head, looking up with your head and down. Look up and down, look up and down. Turn your head to the right and the left, and to the right, and the left, and to the right, and the left. And now clockwise head circles. Good, very gentle circles on your head. And now coming back the other way. Now reach your right hand up, put it behind your left ear. We're going to pull to the right and look in the upper left corner with your eyes. So you're pulling one direction, looking in the upper left. This is a really nice way to kind of reset the energy of the nervous system. All of these are techniques that help us tonify the very important vagus nerve. Not too much tension, but just enough to get a good stretch there. And now come back to center, move your head gently back and forth. A little head circle here. And now your left hand up over behind the right ear. You're going to pull to the left, look in the upper right corner. Same way, just nice tension, stretch, looking into the upper right. This nervous system reset. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, now gently move your head a little bit and little circles here. Another way. Good. Now stimulate your scalp as if you're shampooing briskly. Get all the nerve endings, the nadis in the scalp stimulated here. And tapping very lightly up the center around the sides and waking up the brain energy here. And now pull your eyebrows out to the sides here and massage your forehead and massage the eye sockets, cheekbones. I have a class on self-massage that I love teaching that really great to just learn how to hit certain tension points in the body and massage them. Now your jaw, loosening up a lot of tension in the jaw that we also hold sometimes unconsciously. Now pull the ears up and breathe in. And now pull the ears down and a dragon breath here. Clear the stagnant chi from the lungs. Here we go. It doesn't look good, but it's very effective. Now reach around the back and actually stimulate the point of the vagus nerve, the bottom of your skull, top of your spine. Find that little divot there that we call the medulla oblongata, or the bindu point, which is the seat of the vagus nerve. So when we do this, we're really giving some active stimulation and tonification techniques for that nerve. Now come around the edge of your skull and push and stimulate, massage the edges of your skull here. And around the front now, lift your head and massage the throat very gently on the thyroid. Easy, gentle massage on the thyroid. Now a fire finger in the center of the neck and massage the thymus. And switch. Okay, now a balance point here, hand on the dantian, middle finger under your nose, same switch. Now we're going to cross over and stimulate these points and right beneath your clavicles here. There are two little soft spot areas that connect to our stomach meridian. Stomach is earth element, and of course, it helps us digest our food and stay grounded and centered when it's in balance. So we want to give the stomach a little bit of ability to be tonified as well. Now up and down the center line of the body, from your belt to your neck, is stimulating the chakra points here. And now tapping in your vowel sounds, which we're going to use in a little while for the organs. It's a little song that we sing as we tap. Oh, eh, ah, yeah, oh, oh, eh, ah, yeah, oh. Now tapping down the inside of the left arm and up the outside. Cross over, tap down the right arm, then the outside, tapping down the backs of the legs, and up the front. And now shoo off those kidneys, clear that energy off the kidneys. Now reach up, breathe in, and throw it down. up and shake it out. All right, get some water. Have a little sip of water here. Earlier I was talking about how the emotions can be related to clouds or synonymous with clouds. And there's a wonderful little Qigong exercise that we love to do called Party with Clouds. And it looks like it actually sounds, and it's like the depiction of that. So drop your left foot back a little bit and create a chi, the connection of emotional chi here at the Hara center. Lean back on that foot. We're going to breathe in and then push forward, exhale. And then gather the chi again. Breathe in. Exhale, parting the clouds. Kind of just releasing any general emotional chi. And just kind of parting the clouds, giving it away. And create a nice rhythm here in a big circle as you go. Up. And now shift your balance point, right foot back. Gather the chi here at the Hara center. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in up. Breathe in. Now circle back around and see if you can feel this energy here at the Hara center. And bring it back in, close your stance. Left hand over the right if you're identifying as female. Right over the left if you're identifying as male. Take a breath, push the belly out. Exhale, pull it back to your spine. Now just feel what's happening in your belly here, in your dantian. Again, just check and see how you feel again. What's happening in your emotional feeling nature. Get in tune with that. Just feel that energy there. And now we're going to open our stance a little bit and flip your hands. So the right hand down, left hand up, as if you're creating a slinky of energy here in the Hara center. It's kind of containing it in a ball. Now we're going to start to stir it through the field, getting the arms going, sway, get that energy moving through the field. Now reach down to the earth, gather up, and exhale from the heart. Cross up, breathe in white, pure chi into the lungs, metal chi into the lungs through the palms. Exhale this sound. Gather up into the heart. Exhale loving kindness. Cross up red, fire element chi into the heart through the palms. Exhale down. Gather up from the earth, breathe into the heart. Exhale loving kindness. Cross up. Breathe in yellow earth energy in the stomach. Exhale. Gather up from the earth into the heart. Exhale loving kindness. Cross up, breathe in blue water element energy into the kidneys. Exhale down. To the earth, gather up into the heart. Exhale your loving kindness. Cross up green wood element energy in the liver. Through the palms. Exhale. Gather up from the earth and sprinkle down around you. And contain the energy here between your hands and your chest and your energy field. We discussed this last month. The thoughts and feelings here between the hands and the body. Your energy field. So we like to imagine and intend the energy field to be clear. So our affirmation, my energy field is strong, clear, and resilient. My energy field is strong, clear, and resilient. All of my thoughts and feelings in this present moment are positive and repowering all of my thoughts and feelings in this present moment are positive and repowering. And now open your stance wide for the good of all and close. Bring the energy into your dantian. Breathe in, push the belly out, exhale back to your spine. All right, beautiful. Shake it out, kick it out here a little bit. And now 2 brocades, one for the lungs and the heart. We always do these in class. This is the hand position or mudra for the lungs. Stand as wide as your shoulders. Drop your hands down with the backs of the hands facing. We're going to lift here, take a breath, create a big V, point the fingers up to the sky, visualize white, pure metal element chi coming into the lungs. Exhale down. Once again, emptiness, lift, take your breath. Point the fingers to the sky, drop down and anchor yourself here to the earth. Exhale down. One more, lift, take your breath. Visualize white, pure metal element chi coming through your fingertips into the lungs. Exhale down. And close your stance again. Hand position over the dantian. Breathe in and out. Push the belly out. Exhale back. And now your mudra for the heart looks like this. We're going to take this motion here. Stand as wide as your shoulders, elbows at your sides, palms facing up. Bend the knees slightly. We're going to come around the kidneys. Almost touch the backs of the hands. Lift, take your breath. Push the palms so that the palms are up and out. Gather red fire element chi through the palms into your heart. Exhale down. Once again, gather the chi. Lift, take your breath. Visualize red fire chi coming into the palm. Exhale down. And one more. Push up and out. Visualize red fire, life force energy in the heart. Exhale. Okay, hands to your dantian. Breathe in and out again, pushing the belly in and out. Open your eyes, hands over your heart, and your affirmation. I treat myself and others with love, kindness, respect, and compassion. Treat myself and others with love, kindness, respect, and compassion. All right. Namaste, friends. Have some water, please. Okay, so now find a chair where you can sit upright. I want to share something with you on the screen share. And this is a little chart depiction of the organs and the elements, so you can kind of see what it looks like, what we're talking about here in our discussion. And again, keep in mind, I will send this to you so you have the opportunity to review and keep in an archive. So this is a review of our class today. Elements, organs, emotions, and sound healing. So we explore the importance of the principles of elemental associations with the organs and the related emotions. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Vocal sound healing techniques using vowel sounds with specific pitches, certain notes that will correspond to the vowel sound and the emotion in the organ. So this results in an emotional harmonization. And of course, there are energy healing components of visualization and breathing techniques to kind of enhance the quality of the experience for you in that regard. Now, this particular chart right here, I will be sending to you, but it's called Empowering the Organs with Voice and Chi. So the sound of the voice is reflected and empowered through the hands on the organ. So when we do this initially, we're going to put our hands over the organ that we're working with. And keep in mind, I will guide you through this as a meditation. But this is one way that we really kind of, create more of an empowerment, sort of a repowerment of the energy in the organ. For each organ, you'll sing the sound and pitch of the organ, which is a specific vowel sound, and again, tuned to a certain pitch. And the hands will then touch the body until the energy tells them to move out into the subtle field. So you can just listen to how that feels for you. You can slowly pull your hands away as you do this technique. You don't have to do that, but that's one of the ways that you can enhance this technique. And then the sound becomes overtones in the field. So it's looking at the 5 elements we have at the top of the chart. The fire element, the organ is the heart. The note is C on the keyboard. And the sound, the vowel sound is A. It's an E, but pronounced as A. All of the vowels that we're talking about are called the Kototama vowels, the ancient science of pure sound. And each of those vowels correspond to a certain sound that we recognize a lot in the Romance languages, like A, E, O, U. So E, or this E vowel sound is pronounced A. When we go clockwise on the 5 elements wheel, we come to the earth element here, and it's the stomach and spleen. The sound is E. It's an I, but pronounced E, and the note is F. Moving forward, the metal element is U, the sound U, like the U vowel sound, but pronounced U. It's the lung, and the note is G. Moving forward to water, we talked about as an example before, water is the kidney, the D note of the keyboard, the pitch D, and the vowel sound O. And of course, that vowel sound is the same, depending on which vowels, whatever they sometimes different, the O is the same. Now we move to the wood element. It's the liver. The sound is Ah, the short A sound, or the vowel sound A, and then the pitch is the note A. So this gives a depiction of the elements, the associated sounds that are with them, and the various aspects of color and such. Now we're going to be talking about the emotions also here. And the emotions are going to be something that I will guide you through whenever we do this particular exercise together as a meditation. So again, I will send these out so that you have this in your archive and you can use this as something to practice on your own once you learn the system. And again, I'll be available to assist you in any way if you should have any questions about this. Okay, and we'll make sure you get my information at the end of class. All right, very good. So now the next part of this is the vocal sound healing technique that I was telling you about. And for this, all you need is a place to sit up, have a glass of water available. So you want to have your spine straight so when you're actually using your voice to visualize and use the sound of the vowels, you want to have your spine straight so you can have the maximum amount of projection and breath in this technique, okay? So we're going to first start by just having you close your eyes, kind of get yourself settled in your chair. Again, just kind of do a real gentle check-in on where you are right now. And drop your energetic awareness to your lungs and place your hands over your lungs. So with your hands on your lungs, visualize white, pure energy, like pure white snow, or a cloud in the sky that's really beautifully white. We mentioned this is element of metal. Metal is clarity and discernment, letting go of stagnant chi through the exhale and breathing in pure, clear chi into the lungs. So imagine those qualities in your lungs. Take a deep breath in. Visualize white. Contain the energy in the lungs and hold it there for a second. And now we're just going to hum, creating a connection between the note and the organ, humming the sound. And a nice cleansing breath here. This sound. So reflect on your life's events, circumstances, and relationships. Where have you been experiencing a feeling of deep sadness or grief? Maybe it's unconscious, maybe it's conscious. If that's been around you, the way that the world is right now, there's a lot of energy floating around. If you're experiencing any of that and you'd like to release it, just bring it into your lungs. Visualize white energy surrounding it. Breathe into the lungs. Push the belly out. Bring the energy up. Hold it. And we're going to release all this chi around sadness and grief with a sound ooh. Loud sound ooh. Here we go. Ooh. Now, without breathing, create an intention to energize the lungs, tonify the lungs with clarity, with pure, clear chi, and with discernment. Breathe in, push the belly out. Bring those qualities into the lungs, visualize white, and we're going to tonify the lungs with the sound ooh on the exhale. Here we go. Ooh. And relax your hands and face. Take a nice deep breath and exhale with this sound. And have a sip of water. And now when you're ready, close your eyes and place your hands over your heart. And visualize a red field of fire element chi surrounding your heart. Feel the connection between your hands and the energy in the heart. Visualize it red. Of course, heart is love and compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. All the beautiful qualities of the heart being present. And so take a moment to qualify those energies into your heart. Breathe in. Push the belly out. Visualize red fire element chi in the heart. Hold the energy there, and again, we're going to hum, create the connection to the organ, and stimulate the vagus nerve with the humming sound. Here we go. Nice cleansing breath. Breathe in, exhale this sound. So if you've been experiencing any energy of brokenheartedness or abandonment or disappointment in your events, circumstances, and relationships of your life, something that's made your heart feel broken or sad, the loss of love, just notice that consciously or otherwise and bring it into your heart. Breathe into your heart. Bring that emotion in. Feel it in your heart. Red fire chi around it. We're going to release all that with a sound A. Here we go. A. Now, without breathing, create an intention to energize the heart chi with love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. Breathe into the heart all of those qualities. Push the belly out. Visualize red. Hold the energy. We're going to tonify the heart with the sound A. Here we go. A. Relax your hands and face. With a deep cleansing breath here, breathe in, exhale this sound. Have a sip of water. And when you're ready, place your hands over your stomach. Close your eyes and visualize a yellow gold energy here, earth element energy in the stomach. Stomach, of course, is the digestion of our food and also groundedness in the body, centeredness in the body, slow, deliberate energy, feeling the energy of the earth throughout your body. So feel that really powerful earth energy there, centering you and grounding you. Breathe in, push the belly out. Bring that gold-colored chi into the stomach, hold it there. And we're going to exhale humming, create the connection to the organ and the vagus nerve. Have a nice cleansing breath here. Breathe in, exhale this sound. Taking a moment to reflect on your life, events, circumstances, and relationships. If you've been challenged with the feeling of worrisome energy, something in the future that's uncertain, that hasn't happened yet, that has you feeling like your stomach is tied in knots or have butterflies in the stomach, some kind of worry about the future, if that's been happening consciously or otherwise, just feel that energy, let it be present. And breathe it into your stomach, push the belly out, let it come in, surrounded in gold earth energy, and we're going to let it go. And the sound E, here we go, let it go. E. Now without breathing, create an intention to ground your body. Feel the earth current in the stomach. Slow, deliberate, grounding, safe energy. Breathe in, push the belly out. Visualize gold chi in the stomach. We're going to tonify the stomach with a sound E on the exhale. Here we go. E. And relax your hands and face. Take a nice cleansing breath, exhale. Have a sip of water. And now when you're ready, you can place your hands on your kidneys. If you can't reach around and do that, just create an energetic connection to the kidneys. Visualize blue, close your eyes. And connecting to the water element here of the kidneys. Water, we talked about before, it's flow, and courage, and ease. Flowing around obstacles, having things be easy and effortless. The flow of water. And so imagine these qualities in your kidneys. Breathe in, visualize blue. Push the belly out, collect all that energy into the kidneys. Now we're going to exhale humming, create the energy to the note in the vagus nerve. Nice cleansing breath here with this sound. And now taking a moment to reflect on your events, circumstances, relationships of your life. Have you been experiencing any energy from the past, bringing up an old fear, something that might be showing up that you're afraid of? Could be anything, conscious or otherwise, in your events, circumstances, relationship. Something from the past that's coming back, making you afraid. If that's conscious or otherwise energy, just let it be present. Breathe it into the kidneys. Push the belly out. Visualize blue water chi. Gather up all this energy. Let go of it with a sound O. Here we go. We're going to really let go of it. Now, without breathing, create an intention to energize the kidneys with courage, flow, ease, creating that beautiful energy in the kidneys. Breathe into the kidneys, bring that energy in. Visualize blue. Exhale the sound O to tonify the kidneys. Here we go. Yeah. Relax your hands and face. Take a nice breath and exhale this sound. Have a sip of water. You just kind of notice how you feel right now in this process. Thank you for participating the best way you can. And now close your eyes. Drop your hands over your liver in the lower right abdomen. As you have your hands there, visualize green wood element energy here in the liver. So wood is about flexibility and creativity and growth, and the springtime energy of blossoming and flowering, being creative and growing. So connect to those energies, breathe them into the liver, push the belly out as you breathe in, visualize green energy in the liver. Hold the energy, we're going to exhale the sound ah. Here we go. Nice cleansing breath here. Exhale the sound. So as we reflect on the liver quality, if you've been challenged in your emotions, in your relationships, events, and circumstances with anger, frustration, feeling stuck, feeling contempt of any kind, just frustration of what's happening in the world or in your life, just let that be present. Breathe it into the liver. Visualize green. Push the belly out. Now we're going to really let go of this energy with a sound out. Just let it go. Nice deep breath. Here we go. Now, without breathing, create the intention to energize the liver with creativity, flexibility, growth, the qualities of the wood element. Breathe into the liver, push the belly out. Breathe those qualities into the liver. Visualize green. We're going to tonify the liver with a sound ah on the exhale. Here we go. Ah. And relax your face and hands. Nice cleansing breath here. And have a sip of water. Now just take a moment to with your eyes closed, just see how you feel here. Just notice what's happening in your body. Just put your hands facing up to the sky and sitting Wu Ji. With a nice, easy breath, just notice how you feel. And in a second here, I'm going to ask you to lie down on your back onto the yoga mat or onto the floor or onto your bed or your couch, however you feel the most comfortable. And just let yourself feel your spine connecting you to the energy of the earth. Imagine that your spine, the base of your spine, you're breathing in through the base of the spine and exhaling through your feet into the earth. Another deep breath in through the base of the spine. Let your body relax a little bit more with this exhale into the earth through your feet. Just feeling this deep, centered, quiet connection to the earth. Let your arms rest by your sides. Let your body relax fully as much as possible. And once again, a deep breath in through the base of the spine. And exhale through the bottom of your feet into the earth. And just continue to breathe nice, relaxed, deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You can take a moment and put some energy into your feet and your ankles, and tense the muscles. Breathe in and exhale. Put some energy into your calves and knees. Breathe in, tense the muscles, exhale. And now your thighs and your hips. Breathe in, tense the muscles, exhale. And now the solar plexus, the stomach. Tense the muscles, breathe in, and exhale. Now bring the energy up into your heart. Place your hands over your heart, feel the energy in your heart. Nice deep breath. Visualizing a pink rose quartz field of energy surrounding your heart. Breathe in a deep breath of gratitude for your community here at Respark Treatment Team and family and all the support that we have in our community. A deep breath of compassion and forgiveness. Nice deep breath of unconditional love for self. Into your heart. Feel your heart beating, sending loving energy all through the cells of your body. Connecting you to the drum and to the earth and the healing energy of the earth. Nice deep breath. Okay, dear friends, whenever you feel ready, come on back into the space and say hello. If you'd like to come on screen for a moment, that'd be great. And have a sip of water. All right, my friends. Thanks for being here today. And I hope you were served well today with our program.